Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री we'll read from mantra number 4. अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयो नैनद्देवा आप्नुवन् पूर्वमर्षत, तद्धावतोऽन्यानत्तेति तिष्ठत, तस्मिन्नपो मातरिश्वा दधाति, तदेजति तन्नैजति, तद्दूरे तद्वदन्ति के, तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य तदु सर्वस्यास्य बाह्यतः, यस्तु सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मन्येवानुपश्यति, सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानं ततो न विजुगुप्सते, यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मैवाभूत्विजानतः, तत्र को मोहकः शोकः एकत्वमनुपश्यतः। एट्थ मंत्र। सपर्यगा शुक्रमकायमव्रणम् अस्नाविरं शुद्धमपापविद्धम् कविर्मनीषी परिभूस्वयंभूः याथा तथ्यतोऽर्थान् व्यदधात् शाश्वतीभ्यः समाभ्यः। Or realize. We began this Upanishad with Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam, which tells that in the infinite there cannot be fractions. We can imagine fractions, and imagination can be to any extent. Earlier, Indian rupee used to be 64 paisa. Some of you might have seen, some of you might not have seen. Dabbu paisa, chhed wala paisa. Then we started becoming wise. So 1 rupee now became 100 paisa, naya paisa. So, are we cutting that rupee in so pieces? No. Similarly, Purnamadaha Purnavidam. If the truth is infinite, then in infinite, fractions are only imagined. Now, this example which I am giving you 100 times shamelessly, at least once it should click. Man is infinite. Son, husband, father, they are fractions imagined. Now you want to know what is Jiva, Jiva, Jiva. This is the Jiva. When out of one man, so many fellows can come out. The son comes out, the husband comes out, the father comes out. Has he ever become three? But who is miserable? These three. So these non-existing entities, if they are miserable, what can you help them? See? Therefore, Purnasya Purnamadaya, when these three fellows know that I am essentially a man and I have to play the role of a son, a husband, or father, that's it. Play the role. All the problems of our life can be solved according to our scriptures by one word. That word is either Rama Leela or Krishna Leela. Leela means what? Everything appears to be happening, but in fact nothing is happening. Ours is a Satsanga Leela, as if you are listening. Satsanga Leela. Now, if I take this Satsanga as real, what will be my expectation? That after listening to me, you will change. It will never happen. I will be miserable. See, friends. Therefore, don't take life too seriously. The most miserable people are those who are leading the religious or spiritual life. Most miserable. Average people are happy-go-lucky. No, no, no. Swamiji, please teach us meditation. What should do? See, friends. Therefore, when we are thus able to accept this principle, that we are essentially divine. Purnasya Purnamadaya, when the husband comes to know he is a man, Purnameva Vashishyate. Thereafter, he will play the role of a husband and live as a man. When you have to play the role, you should play perfectly. See? There was a drama going on, and the last final practice. After that, tomorrow it will be launched. So the director was sitting in the audience, and only one person, director, nobody. So the drama was going on, and the particular event was on the stage. One terrorist comes and pumps bullets in the other person, and the other person was reading newspaper. He falls down. So the right time comes, the bell goes, and terrorist comes, takes the bullet in the hand, and a man in whom the bullets are pumped, he is a Malayali. Therefore, you know Malayali, whole life they spend in doing and undoing lungi. Whole life goes. That is the reason they say why Kerala is 100% literacy but no progress, because they don't have time. Only undo and then do, undo and do. See? So that Keralite was reading the newspaper. And this terrorist comes, pumps bullets, and he goes away. His action perfectly well. Now, after the bullets have gone in him, he should die. So now the Keralite dies. He folds the newspaper properly, keeps it on the table, and undone his lungi, and slowly dies down. So the director says, there is no life in your death. Die lively. In the same manner, play your role, whatever role it is. Purnameva Vashishyate. When this thing is done, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You will be at peace. People around you will be at peace. And wherever you go, you will be a messenger of peace, not pieces. Om Shanti, Shanti. This was the message. Thereafter, we were told, what is the principle of life? As is the vision, so is the interaction. As in the interaction, so is the experience. As is the experience, so is the quality of life. So what is our vision? Our vision is this world is for indulgence. Then what will be our approach? Acquire wealth and indulge in wealth. And we work throughout life only for these two purposes. How much I can acquire and how much I can indulge. Now this is our present vision. So Upanishad gives us vision. Ishavasya idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. When you look upon the world as the divine presence, you will stop acquiring the things beyond limits and you will stop getting indulgent in your lifestyle. That doesn't mean you should become lazy. Then wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Kurvanne veha karmani jiji visheshatagam sama. Live 100% every moment. Other than this lifestyle, na anyatha asti. There is no other way. If you live like this thing, na karma lipyate nare, you will not be caught up in the law of karma. Last life, this life, next life, that drama will be over. Thereafter, Upanishad gives us a threatening. If you don't follow this, Asurya namate loka andhena tamasa vrata tagamste pratyavigachanti ekecha atmano janaha. The purpose of our life is only to be an instrument through which the divine can express. If that is not achieved, we are leading a suicidal existence. After we are convinced of this, thereafter the teacher says, now what is that reality? So the reality is told, Anejadekam manaso javiyo nainadeva apnuman purvamarshad tadhavato anyanatteti tishtat tasminnapo matarishva dadati tadejati tannejati taddure tadvadantike tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasyasya vahyata. This is the truth that we were told. That which is near for the wise and far away for the ignorant. That which supports all the changes but remains unchanged under all conditions. Work on this slowly, slowly. Then as a result, your vision will change. The vision is Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmannevanu pashyati sarva bhutastam atmanam na tato vijugupsate. When we are able to discover ourselves in everyone and everyone in ourselves, there cannot be an element of hatred in our mind. Friends, spiritual life is living at zero hatred level. No hatred for anything or anybody. We may not like something. This one word try to avoid in using in your life. Here this word I have seen too many times used by most of the people. I hate dokla. If you don't like, you don't eat. But I hate dokla. That word hate creates such a terrible thing in your system. See? Never use the word hate. Na tato vijugupsate. So when you tell somebody, I don't like that man, you can see what is the chemistry in you and what the other people also hear. And if you say, I hate that fellow, you completely change and others also have different effect. Therefore, na tato vijugupsate, we should not carry hatred in our heart. Thereafter, yasmin sarvani bhutani atma eva abhut vijanataha. When he who comes to discover that everything is nothing but my own expansion, tatra ko moha kashokaha. How there can be delusion and grief when I know right hand is me, left hand is me, teeth is me, tongue is me, whatever is happening, how there can be any delusion that if my finger goes in my eye, we don't chop off the finger. In the same manner, things happen, sometime in our favor, sometime not in our favor. That doesn't mean we become reactionary in our life. See, my friends, this is what will happen in life. Up to here, we have seen. Now we are where we are. We are now in the ninth mantra. In the eighth mantra, we are told the scriptures are delivered to us by those Mahatmas who are living in this knowledge. Friends, there are two types of people. One is like you and me. Second is like the great masters who are by birth divine. We don't see any life story where they were born, what was their childhood, who are their parents. All these things are not known to us. They are called a avatar. Avatar means they descend. So the divine descends in this world for the welfare of the seekers. In this form, they are called avatari purush. Like yesterday, I gave you example. Our Ramakrishna Paramahans Bhagavan, see, Vivekananda. Vivekananda was telling Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahans, I think you are too much attached to me. Therefore, you are sending messages to come. Bhagavan said, look here, you accept me out of ignorance, suspicion, and doubt. Every seeker, every disciple goes to the Guru with this wealth of suspicion, doubt. देखते हैं कैसे है. But I know who you are. See the difference? Approach of the student or the seeker is in the atmosphere of suspicion and doubt. But approach of the Mahatmas toward the seeker is they are not looking at the periphery of their personality, but they are touching the substratum which is supporting their existence. See? They have got the X-ray vision. They go beyond the obvious. Therefore, Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, right from childhood, he was in that trance. He doesn't have to get involved anywhere. So, such Mahatmas, they tell us, Kavir Banishi Paribhu Swayambhu, they have told us, Yatha Tatyato Arthan, how should we live in this world? What should be the lifestyle? Now, that lifestyle is taken from the ninth mantra onwards. Andam tama pravishanti ye avidyamupasate tato bhuya ivate tamo यौ विद्यायागम्रताः अन्यदेवाहुर्विद्ययाम् अन्यदाहुरविद्ययाम् इति शुश्रुमधीराणाम् येनस्तद्विचचक्षिरे विद्यां चाविद्यां च यस्तद्वेदो भयगं सः अविद्यया मृत्युं तीर्त्वा विद्ययामृतमश्नुते. Now this is the lifestyle suggested for an ideal seeker of truth. See, when some things are done out of knowledge and when something is done out of practice, there's a lot of difference. You must have seen these mechanics in the garage. They are working day and night there and they can fix the things in no time. Does it mean that those mechanics are far superior than the automobile engineers? Automobile engineer may not be able to do that job what a mechanic does. About doctors, I tell you. Most of your doctors. This happened here in USA. I had to give blood for some test. So that person who was supposed to come and collect blood could not come for whatever reason. Then I was staying in a doctor's house. So Swami then, I said, then you are doctor, you take out. So father doctor, two sons doctor, three of them in that house. They have punched me in every place. They could not take out one drop of blood. So I said, try here, here it comes, here. So many times they poked, nothing came. Maybe this hand doesn't have blood, you try here. Here they could not see the vein. Then I say, now see here it is very prominent, you can see here. So there they tried. And finally they said, Swamiji, we are sorry, we are not taught how to take out blood. I said, you are taught how to take out money. Because that technician is able to take out the blood in one go, does it mean he is superior than the doctor? See, friends, mechanical lifestyle is different. And here the teacher is telling, we must not lead a mechanical lifestyle. This is what is most important. Most of the seekers, when they are leading their life, they are only mechanically doing it. See? We have to see what is the impact of what we are doing. So there are two aspects of our personality. One is knowledge, second is action. Knowledge and action must be supportive to each other. If our knowledge is not reflected in our action, and if our actions are not representative of our knowledge, then we lose self-confidence in life. He who doesn't have self-confidence can achieve nothing in life. A person with self-confidence is an inspired person. See? This is the first instruction Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives to Arjuna. When Arjuna was crying, Kadam Bhishmamam Sanke Dronam Chamanasudana Ishumi Pariyosami Pujara Varisudana. This is how Arjuna said. But these chanting fellows, mechanical chanting, Kadam Bhishmamam Sanke Dronam Chamanasudana Ishumi, nobody cries and talks like this. Mechanically going on. See? So he was so frustrated and all that. To such a frustrated person, the first instruction Bhagavan gave, Klaibyam asmagama partha na etat tvai upapadyate kshudram hruday daurbalyam tyaktodishta parantapa. Klaibyam asmagama means don't lead a life without inspiration. Klibata is lack of inspiration. See? If you take only word to word meaning, kliba means an important. But what is the meaning of important? He who doesn't have inspiration. You begin anything in your life in an inspired mode, success is guaranteed. See? But if we start, Patani, I'll try my best and all that, better don't try. You are not obliging. We are here not just to live. We are here to succeed in life. Have that approach. That is what Bhagavad Gita tells. And that can happen only when we are convinced of what we are doing is right. If we have doubt, see how important it is. When the doctors go to operate the patient, imagine if he has got doubt and he asks the nurse, क्या ऑपरेशन करना है? Doctor Saab, we have to रिमूव इज किडनी. किडनी यार कहाँ होती है? न्यूयॉर्क में. See, an inspired person is with correct, perfect knowledge and inspired performance. These are the two things. This is what Bhagavan says. Andham tama pravishanti ye avidyam upasate. Avidya means what? Avidya means the field of karma. See, this is called in Vedanta Shastra as Hridaya Granthi, the knot in the heart. Knot is that knot which is not, but yet it is very naughty. Like the knot of your necktie. When your neck is in the loop, it ties you down. If you remove the neck, you open, it opens. So although it is not, yet it troubles. In the same manner, Hridaya Granthi. There are three aspects in that. One is incomplete knowledge, avidya. As a result of this avidya, incomplete knowledge, there is a agitation in the mind. That agitation in the mind is called a desire. And when we are under desire pressure, that expresses as karma or action. Three things together. Avidya, kama, karma. Now, what is avidya? Avidya is I am incomplete. And that object or that person is not in my life, therefore I am incomplete. If I get that person, then only I will be complete. That person is the source of happiness. This kind of soliloquy in our mind is called as the birth of a desire. See? Otherwise, why a young, educated, qualified, happy, free boy think about getting married? What a life without a wife. Afterwards, what a life because of the wife. So first the desire is to get something so that I will be happy. Now the desire is I should leave something, then I will be happy. See friends, this phenomena is called a Hridaya Granthi, not in the heart. Otherwise, what is lacking in us? Everything is complete. नहीं company चाहिए. Why company चाहिए? I am fed up of me. So I want to share with somebody my fed up. Therefore, this technique I told you. Spend time with yourself without getting bored. See? I'll tell you one more technique. How many techniques I told you? Try at least one. You are all doing japa, is it not? Mechanical. Instead of that, you chant whatever Lord's name very slowly. We don't have to give account anywhere. In your own mind. For example, take any word in your mind, okay? Suppose you are chanting Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. This chanting is like eating a chocolate. How we eat chocolate? We put the chocolate and take a glass of water and swallow it. That is Ayurvedic medicine. See? Ayurvedic medicine, you know the secret of that medicine? It is so bitter that to avoid the next dose, you say, I am okay. It is better to suffer because of the disease than suffer more because of the medicine. See? So our japa doing it like that. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. No. Simply chant slowly like chocolate. We park in the parking lot and slowly it comes on. Not like a chewing gum. Then This is one thing. Now you do it for 1 minute. In your mind, you chant any name. Let's say Sri Ram. You chant. Then I'll tell you next technique. And then you yourself evaluate what I want to tell you. Start. Stop. Now do the same thing with one more addition. Whatever you are chanting, you listen. Stop. Now you have these two experiences. Chanting was an action, kriya, karma. You don't require involvement after some time. Like, the cars with the shift stick gear. Once you are in tune with the engine, you will be talking and you do not know also when you have changed the gear. It's mechanical. Whenever you are doing anything, after a long period of time, you become mechanical and then your involvement is not 100%. But when you are listening, when knowledge is involved, like you did now, you simply chanted, it was mechanical. When you chanted and you heard your own chanting, then you became more integrated. See, friends. Therefore, andham tamaha pravishati ye avidyam upasate. Those who are leading their life mechanically, avidyam, te andham tamaha andham tama pravishanti. They enter in darkness. What is the darkness? Darkness is the law of karma. Don't get too much carried away by karma. See, karma is valid only if you have accepted jiva as the reality. And jiva is not the reality. You are the divine. That is the reality. But you see in most of the religions, they get that jiva dumb thing as real and then make fool of us. Get out of that jiva principle. So, such people, those who are mechanically leading their life doing karma, they enter darkness, meaning what? Then they'll be going to hell and heaven. There is no end to it. See? Then, tato bhuya ivate tamaha yav vidyayagam rataha. So, what is the meaning of vidya here? Vidya means upasana. Now, see our life. We do something to get something so that we are happy. But we are not able to achieve happiness by our own efforts. Then we do upasana. Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukuru Sudhari. We do upasana. And upasana is done for what? Only for fulfilling the desires. You read any stotra, at the end what is written? Phalashruti. Putrarthi labhet putra, dhanarthi labhet dhanam. Therefore we are doing it. So in short, our activities or our upasana, they are leading us extrovert. We are only seeking something from the world. We are not discovering the truth. See, scientific discovery. Scientists do not create anything. They discover the laws of nature. See, our Newtonananda Maharaj, he did not create the law of gravity. He is simply undone by observing what it is. In the same manner, we don't have to create divinity. So here, our whole life is only karma, 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 or upasana, upasana, only for getting something in this world. Because our vision is the world is other than me and the world is the source of happiness. In the absence of that, I will be incomplete and therefore I must do karma. Karma doesn't give me, then I do upasana, and this is how I want to fulfill my desires. So if we have to write our biography in one line, what it will be? Bhagwan Shankaracharya has written it. बालस्तावत् क्रीडासक्तः तरुणस्तावत् तरुणीरक्तः वृद्धस्तावत् चिन्तासक्तः परमे ब्रह्मणि कोऽपि न रक्तः भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम. Childhood only playing with the toys. Then the toys change. When youngsters will become, then they want a girlfriend and boyfriend. And in the old age, worrying, constantly worrying. Okay? In one house I went, they told me, Swamiji, tell our mummy, now my grandchildren are married, but my mother is worried about my grandchildren's marriage. Tell her not to worry, relax, enjoy life. I am there to take care of them. So people use us. So I said, Amma, your son told me that you too much worry, don't worry. She scolded me. That is the only thing I can do. If I don't do that, what will I do? She is right. Whole life worrying, worrying, worrying. Therefore, these two things are to be changed. So what is to be done? Vedanta Shastra tells, Karmani chitta shuddhyartham, Aikagryatham upasanam, Mokshartham brahma vijnanam, iti Vedanta Dindiva. Karma is not for getting the things. Karma is for purification of our mind. How our mind is purified? When we are practicing our Mahamantra. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. So you do your job perfectly well and relax. See how simple it is. But we do something, what will I get? If I do, what will I get? You get nothing in life. With the same attitude, people come on a spiritual path and they have got the same. Swamiji, if I do meditation, what you will get? What will I get? You will get a headache. Then why should I do? Don't do it. See, friends, don't get lost this wrong approach to life. So, karmani chitta shuddhyartham. Now, what is the impurity of the mind? If we have to purify the mind, what is the impurity? Impurity is only two things, likes and dislikes. These impurities are propelling us in this world. I'll tell you example. For example, I do not like dhokla. What is the reason? It's not that dhokla I don't like, but my association with the dhokla has kept me away from dhokla. I was coming by, a bus, about 30-40 of us, we went for a pilgrimage to Sarnath. Sarnath or Somnath in Gujarat. So when we were coming toward Ahmedabad, it was so hot at June. So we stopped somewhere below some tree and people went for tea, coffee, whatever. And there was one truck which was parked and Sardarji was the driver. He was doing some repairs. And his handyman was a Gujarati. So the Sardarji told, get that spanner or something. And this poor Gujarati could not understand what it is. So Sardarji got angry. You can imagine summer, heat, and thing on his head. And that this Gujarati doesn't understand. He got so angry. He abused him. Arey dhokle wo hai na? That day I had decided I will not eat dhokla. Therefore, whenever dhokla comes in front of me, I don't want to become a dhokla. Today she gave me dhokla. I said, I am not going to eat it. Then she immediately prepared something called dosa. Right? What is that? Upma. Can you imagine? When I have to find out the name for that dish, what it must be. So, impurity of the mind is likes and dislikes. See, friends, when we do something because we like, because we dislike, then we are samsari. We do something what is ought to be done, whether we like or we don't like, we are the seekers of truth. How simple it is. Karmani chitta shuddhartham. So when we are doing something, what should be our attitude and approach? Be very attentive. Normally we are obliging somebody. We are taking care of somebody. Parents particularly have this funny notion and then they suffer in the old age. Ladies, 9 महीने पेट में रखा था इसी दिन के लिए पीठ पे रखती पेट पे रखा था. Remember one thing, if you do not want to get frustrated because of your karma, one simple rule I tell you, whatever we do in this world, nobody needs us. It is our need that we do it. I did not come to Pittsburgh. None of you missed me. Why did I come? It's my need. I can't talk to the furniture. And when I have this in my attitude, that because of my need I came here, I cannot be arrogant towards you. See, friends, the day we take this principle in life, whatever we do in life, it is our need. We will have humility, we will have submission, we will have softness. A recent example, when I landed in Washington, Dallas, huge crowd in immigration. There are about 15-20 people in front of me and they stopped because all the immigration officers, they en masse left. They said, our time is over, we will not continue, we are tired. All of them left. Only the chief remained, one lady. Now she has to adjust with so many hundreds and hundreds of people. And to the surprise, everybody was calm and quiet. Nobody made any noise because it is our need. We have to enter USA. See, friends, whenever we do anything in our life, follow this principle. Children do not need parents. It is the parents who need the children. After marriage, if you don't have, you start running from pillar to post. See, but what arrogance comes? बच्चे को बड़ा किया, क्या किया? Did you pump air every day? And the children who don't have parents, they don't grow. Hey, how come you are not growing? No parents, so I am standing. See, friends, and this arrogance and expectation, that makes the parents miserable in life. This one thing I really like among the white population. They have no expectation from the children, and children have no expectation from the parents. See? So much involved in anybody's life. No, we are here only for spiritual evolution. Therefore, andam tamaha pravishati ye avidyam upasate. We get too much extrovert and in this world, and if we are doing upasana, that also only for fulfilling the desires, and this is not the right way of living life. Thereafter, in the next mantra, the teacher told us, Anya devahur vidyaya anyadahur vidyaya iti shushruma dhiranam yena stadvicha chakshare. Iti shushruma dhiranam. This is what we heard from the wise people. Yena stadvicha chakshare, who taught us. What we heard, anyadahur vidyaya. If you are following the path of upasana, you will go to Kailash, you will go to Vaikuntha, you will go to Golok, you will go to Sri Lok, because you are asking for some particular place. I was in Kailash many years before, in mid 90s. That time roads and nothing was there. Now it is very good. So when we went there, and some temple, I don't know what was the temple, I also, along with the group, I also went there, did namaskar. There was one old Mahatma sitting, so I also did namaskar. He started crying, Maharaji, please help me. I said, what happened? I am here for 6 months. I could not do even one pradakshina. I am papi. I said, don't worry. When I finish my pradakshina, I'll give you the punyam of the pradakshina to you. Okay? Promise. We came back. I said, no, put little hot water, not cold water. Punya will not come. It will get solidified. So he put little hot water and I gave punya. I said, tell me your name. All my pradakshina punya I offer to, what's your name? He said, Vaikunta Das. Vaikunta Das ko deta hu. And I ran and I was laughing like mad. So my friend asked, Swamiji, why are you laughing? I said, I am worried, therefore I am laughing. Why? He is Vaikunta Das. If he dies on Kailash, he goes and gatekeeper will ask, where did you die? Kailash. Oh, welcome, welcome. What's your name? Vaikunta Das. Hat yahan se. Then he'll go to Vaikunta. Hey, come on, come on. What's your name? Vaikunta Das. Welcome, welcome. Where did you die? Kailash. Hat yahan se. Na ghar ka, na ghat ka. Don't think of that. Going to hell and heaven. See? Therefore, anyadahur vidya, anyadarahu avidya. So, doing the upasana, going to hell and going to Swarga, etc., or doing the karma and going to hell and heaven, punarabi jananam, this is how it happens when you are living your life as Mr. Somebody. Living as man is God realization. Living as a son, living as a husband, living as a father, living as a mother, living as a mother-in-law, living as a daughter-in-law is samsara. Now tell me how simplified the spirituality could be. I am not asking you donation. I am not giving you mantra. I am not telling you to, threatening you, you will go to hell or heaven. Correct your focal length. That's all. And for that, we don't have to do anything. But this rogue, this disease, I have to do this, I have to do you mean we should be lazy? No. Kurvanneveha karmani, jiji visheshatagam sama. Be dynamically involved in this world and yet nothing should touch us. See, friends, that is what is spiritual life. And therefore, in the 11th mantra, the teacher says, Vidyam cha yastad vedo bhayagam sa. Therefore, he who is following knowledge and karma together, meaning let our karma activity be representative of the wisdom. See, not a mechanical thing. And whenever you do anything mechanically, you lose the charm in life. See, you will see many elderly people. They are living only because they are not dying. And to such people you go and talk, Babaji, how are you? राह देख रहे हैं मरने की. Commit suicide fast. Live every moment fully. That is spiritual life. See? With the kids, be childlike. With the youngsters, be Coca-Cola. With the older, be serious. And by yourself, at peace. See? But we become somebody. If the kids come, we become grown up. And don't stand like that, sit down. If the kid is sitting down, hey, don't sit down, stand up. Because I am grown up, man. I had to tell something. Be a child like with the child. You have learned all spirituality. Therefore, vidyam cha yastat vido bhaigamsa. So, when we are doing our karma, etc. in life, how do we know that we have lived a perfect life? Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, last verse. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata. He who has thus known his divine nature, he who has thus experienced his divine nature, kritakrityascha bharata, he has attained fulfillment in life. There are no loose ends left. That is our Mahamantra. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Attain fulfillment. See? To understand this fulfillment, I give just a fictitious example. I have 7 daughters. Therefore, I have specified it. Fictitious example. So, 6 of them, very smart, they could hook all the fools. But the 7th was dumb like me. Then she could not hook any dumb fellow. So, as a father, I have to look for a boy for her. So, what will be my life? Wherever I go, only one theme. So, I went to some funeral. That dead body is burning. I asked, गुप्ता जी कोई लड़का है क्या? मेरी लड़की की शादी है. अरे वो वहाँ जल रहा है. Then I go to some marriage. In that marriage also, the same thing. I am not anything. Anywhere you go. Corporate meeting, वहाँ भी लड़का है. Hospital, आदि patient, कोई लड़का है क्या? Because so much obsessed with that. And finally, it so happens that that last useless daughter gets married. What will be that experience? एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत. Nothing remains to be done or achieved in life. Life is complete. No ifs and no buts. Only hearing this, see what is your experience. This is the study of Upanishad. Friends, it cannot be told like this, like that. It has to be our experience. There are 2 words. One is jnanam, second is bodha. Jnanam is what you are getting from me. And when I stop in between, suddenly, that is bodha. That is your experience. And that experience you cannot tell others. See? Subtler the theme, important becomes the language. Gross things can be explained very well. Subtler things cannot be explained properly. Language become impossible. For example, some kids write me some WhatsApp. Dear Swamiji, I love you. This is the message. So they will like, Swamiji, I love. Love spelling L-O-O-O-O, 3-4 lines, 0-0-O-O-O, V. I love you. What is this? Language becomes important when the theme is extremely subtle. Therefore, in the Dhyana Shloka of Dakshinamurti Stotram, it is said, Maunam Vyakhya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam Varshishkante Vasadrushiganaihi Avrutam Brahmanishtahi Acharyendram Karakalita Chinmudramanandarupam Swatmaramam Mudita Vadanam Dakshinamurti Mide. See? Maunam Vyakhya. In the eloquence of silence, only the truth is revealed. And how the Guru Maharaj reveals the truth to us? By this mudra. This mudra is not a snuff mudra. Is not a snuff mudra. This mudra is this I getting identified with the mind becomes happy, miserable. This I gets identified with the pranamaya kosha, becomes hungry or thirsty. This I getting identified with the body becomes man or woman, young or old. And therefore this I is in union with the three. And as a result, happiness he is barred away. He is suffering with the three. Then what is the Jnana Mudra? Don't have to tell anything. Separate yourself from the three. When the joy sorrows come, don't be joyful, sorrowful. When the hunger thirst come, don't become miserable. You will get food. When you come to the body, don't live at the body level. Rise above that. Then what to do with this? Then when you separate from the three, Ananda, you attain bliss. And this is what we all experience in deep sleep. In deep sleep, we are neither man nor woman, neither young nor old. In deep sleep, we are neither hungry nor thirsty. In the deep sleep, we are neither miserable nor happy. We are one with the divine. This is the instruction which comes only through silence. Therefore, vidyam cha yastadvedo bhayagamsa avidyaya mrutyum tirtva. Avidya therefore means karma. By karma what happens? Mrutyum tirtva. You transcend the death. By karma you transcend the death means what? Because of the karma only we are born again and again. You say transcend the death? Yes. What is death? See? Death is three principles. They are alasya nidra pramad. Alasya, laziness. Nidra, all the time sleepy mode. See? In some places when we go, they ask us question. Swamiji, in our ashram, when the Guru Maharaj is telling us to do meditation, he also sits. But I can't do so, I watch here and there. And I see some of them are doing meditation like this. What is that? I said, that is the Jhatka meditation. When you sleep while standing, naturally Jhatka will come. And then, they tell us, switch off all the lights. Why they ask us to switch off all the lights? Because when the lights are not there, both the disciple and the Guru can go to sleep. Cartoons of meditation. Therefore, what is death? Death is these three principles. First is laziness. To get out of this, I told you the other day, whenever you are wanting to do your prayers, don't do it as a punishment. Cheerfully, happily. Otherwise, don't do it. It's not a punishment. जाओ मेडिटेशन करो. नहीं करना पड़ेगा. Don't do anything under compulsion. Free. Then the second thing is, don't become anybody. When you become somebody, you will be thinking with reference to that point. And to remain as nobody, immediately after you get out of the sleep, before you become anybody, finish your all spiritual practices. So, avidya, kama karma, then karma helps us come out of death, meaning what? Laziness goes away. Then the alasya, then nidra. Second is sleep. If you have healthy sleep, you will feel fresh. You must have experienced there are two types of sleeps. Sometimes when I wake up from the sleep, we are inspired, happy, cheerful. Once in a blue moon. Normally, when we get out of the sleep, oh, chalo jana hai. So we are somehow dragging ourselves in life. Why this happens? Because the sleep is over. But after the sleep, coming out of the bed is a long lag period. So after the sleep is over, you are fully charged, like our phone, fully charged. And then we don't get out of the bed. We keep on lagging there. What is the time? It is 7:48. This is not the right time to get up. Let us say round figure 8 o'clock. And again you go to sleep. And again, oh, it is 8:10. Again not round figure. 8:30 is okay. Again you go to sleep. And finally, nature comes to your help. And then you wake up naturally. And thereafter, all the battery that we had charged is discharged when we are out of the bed. Therefore, Upanishad very clearly says, Uttishtata Jagrata. First get out of the bed and then wake up. Waking up from the sleep is not the problem. Problem is getting out of the bed is the problem. Those people who wake up after sunrise, in their next life they become Katmal. You know Katmal? Katmal is a bed bug. How can you say? It is said in Khatmal Mahapuran. So, when you will see anywhere a Khatmal, a bedbug, Mama, Papa, next life. Dekh lo. Hey, friends. So, Alasya Nidra, and third is Pramad. Pramad is our ability to repeat our mistakes efficiently day by day. The same thing we repeat again and again, again and again. The reason is we have not learned from our own experiences. See, friends. Therefore, this avidya helps us come out of the death, means we are out of this alasya nidra pramad, meaning we lead an alert life. Our mind should have these three qualities: quiet, alert, and vigilant. Quiet mind is non-reactionary. Alert is not sleepy. Vigilant is when we are interacting with the world, are we depositing likes and dislikes on our mind, or we are learning from our experiences? Friends, when we learn from our experience, no good or bad impression is formed on the mind. But when we don't learn from our experiences, then like or dislike happens in the mind. I don't like this, I like this thing. And the burden of the mind, impurity of the mind is likes and dislikes. Therefore, avidyaya mrityum tirtvam vidyaya amrutam ashnute. Then this upasana will not be objective. Therefore, all spiritual practice is only for one thing. We have to work on our mind. Nobody can do it for us. Work on the mind. As much we work on the body, much more than that we have to work on the mind. And working on the mind, what is the healthy mind? Healthy mind is, it is available to us whenever we want. In yoga, many of you may be doing concentration. Kindly stop that concentration. Concentration is on others. One of the funny thing in yoga they tell you is tratak. They'll be fixing a candle there and keep looking at it. You become so extrovert in that. Are you listening to me with concentration or you are listening to me in awareness? See? If you are listening in concentration, you will want to repeat it and tell others. If you are listening in awareness, you have the experience now and here. It is not a posthumous. After the meditation class, I felt good. Why? Meditation over. No. See, friends, therefore, these two paths, karma and upasana, they are not meant for fulfilling the desires in life, but for purification of the mind and making the mind available to us. Most of us have got this problem. Swamiji, whenever I study or do japa, the mind runs here and there constantly, what to do. Don't do japa, relax. Don't fight with the mind. When we slowly understand, you see, you will start remaining at peace. And for that, chant our Mahamantra. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Relax. In old days, two problems torture a person. One is the guilt. When I was young, I should not have done that. And second thing, when I was young, what I should have done, I didn't do that now. Regretting. Had I started chanting Gita right from childhood, nothing will happen. You are never late on your spiritual path. You are on the spiritual path at the right time. And the right time is when you decide firmly from today onwards, no more past is brought in the present. You have taken a big leap on the spiritual path. Otherwise, the same old stuff. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन तुम भी जाओ वहाँ. In the concluding session, we will meet after 1 hour. Whatever you tell, boss will tell, we'll do accordingly. I'll conclude the lecture. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.